So hey guys, welcome back to Algorithm. As usual, just subscribe, like, and share this video if you're going to love it. So today, what I want to tell you is all about how to earn like your first bug. Sorry. Today, what I want to tell you is how to earn like your first bug bounty, or rather, your first bounty. It doesn't matter how much; it can range from like 50, maybe even less sometimes, up to like 10,000 or even higher, depending on the bug you find. If you're a beginner, please watch this video to the end. So anyway, let's start. So what do you really need to start bug bounty? First of all, like you need some skills. The skills include like try to figure out, or rather try to learn how a web works. That's, for example, try to see the HTML. Try to learn HTML for web development. Try to learn JavaScript. Try to learn CSS just to see how the web works. Those three are the major ones. Though there are others coming in, but those three are the major ones. Try to learn all those. Something else that we need, try to learn networking. Know what an IP address is. Know what else creates in networking. Know how a computer speaks to another computer. Know what an internet is. Know everything that you need to know on networking. You can also try to learn some few here and there programming languages. The one that I recommend the most will be what's it called? The one that I recommend the most is Bash and Python. Though Go and Rust are coming up very well, but the one I recommend most is Python. Python is a very good one. Python is a very, very good one because it's just like very, very simple. Very, very simple. We can try to see if we do like an input. So let's say hey, we just get hey. Python is just very basic English, very, very basic English. You can do Python. Bash is a little bit, though it's still good, but it's a little bit hard if you don't understand like programming, just the basic programming languages. Bash will be a little bit harder. So if I exit on this one, Bash will be something like this. Though I'm still going to create like let's say let's echo like hello world. Hello world. We get hello world. This is just the same like when in Python, if I do like print, if I do print, how should I put this? If I do print, then I just write hello world. And in Python, just for strings, it's not a must that you put double quotes. You can just put a single quote and it will still work. You can see it prints out hello world. It's just the same like this echo. Echo is a bash function, or even you can also say it's a Linux function since Linux uses mostly bash. Bash in full, it's born again shell. We'll look into that when I make the course. I don't know if I should create a new channel for courses or should I just put it in here. You can tell me that in the comments. So what I've said so far is that learn the web basics, know what HTML is, know what JavaScript is and how they're talking to each other, know what CSS is, but mostly CSS is used to beautify the HTML or the JavaScript. The JavaScript writes the functions for the HTML tags, and HTML is just the basic documentation for a website or a web URL or a web page or whatever. So then again, I've said that try to learn networking, know what an IP address is, what it's used for, know like what a MAC address is, know what a physical address is, know everything that you need to know. What makes like if I wanted to look for you, how will I find you, how will I use your IP address and stuff. Also, another thing that I've said is learn the programming languages. like Python, like this one, the one we are doing here, and also learn like Bash or Go or Rust, whichever one you want. Like if I show you, so I'll just exit out on this again. If I do like let's not cd, let's do Python, then this slash documents, then it's in my code, not code. So for example, if I clear this and I just do like here slash code, not slash code, slash documents, then slash code, not even in code, slash tools, then gripper, then gripper.py. What do I want to do with it? I want to mousepad it, so the mousepad. Previous session did not end normally. Do you want to restore the data available? No. Let it just go. So if you learn Python, you can create something as amazing as this one. This one only took me like how many? Don't even know how many it is. 2870 lines. So you can read read and try to create something like this. What gripper is used for? Gripper, if we just do Python here, I don't know if it will work like that. Yeah, it works like that. Reason why it works like that, if I just do that -h, it's supposed to work. That's because I've made it an executable file, and I've also added like if I do mousepad again, this here. So this is what makes it run with Python 3. If I just run it like this without any Python preceding it. So this is gripper. If you want to find gripper, you can look for it at, so let me just clear. I didn't even have to clear it. So let's do again that, where you, let me just remove this, then go to the end, do a -h, let it run. Let me open up my Firefox. So this is everything that you can do with gripper. I'm going to go back to that. So if you want to find gripper, you can go to github.io, zip.io, github.com, stroke algorithm, pwd, stroke gripper, and just run it. So if you go to this site, you're going to find gripper. Algorithm pwd, that's my GitHub repository. And then the gripper is the GitHub repository for gripper. So you can find gripper, and this is everything you can do with gripper. And also I didn't update this, but I updated gripper. So you can find the new one when you clone it, or you can come up here and just download the zip file, then go and use it up. So what I wanted to show you, so this one here, I didn't update this. I'm supposed to update this. I'm going to update it maybe today if possible. Also when you get here, don't forget to like give it a star. Please do give it a star. Okay, so if I come back here, gripper, when you use -h, -u, -l, everything is written here. You can use it. Also, if you have any trouble, if you go back to that link that I've just shown you, this one is a very detailed way of using it. As you can see here, there are examples using example.com. How ironic. Anyway, let's continue. So Grip is a very powerful tool. Please use it responsibly. I made it because I wanted to like help you guys, just like to find your first bounty. Um, but please don't use it for illegal stuff. If you use it for illegal stuff and they find you using Gripper, please don't tell them that I told you to use it for illegal stuff, because I'm an ethical hacker and everything I do is ethically made. Or I don't know where that was going, but everything I do has some ethics in it. Anyway, so after learning the programming languages, after learning networking, after learning how the web works, that is after learning everything like that, now we want to see what the tools we can use. So if you venture into bug bounty and you know all the things that you need, one thing that you need is an operating system. Like for example, if you look here, what I'm using is called Kali. It's a Linux distro. So this one, it has everything that you need in hacking, as you can see here. If you want for things for the information gathering, maybe let's say like this DNS, we can try to see a DNS map of like let's see, let's do actually do let's try this one here. Control Shift C V, then just do that. So if we do a DNS map, for example, .com, it's going to run through and try to find everything about it and tries to map that network. Let's see here, what else is here? So information gathering, we have all these, we have animals, we have everything you need. It's in Kali. If it's possible to find a Kali made, what do we call it? If it's possible to find a Kali made laptop, you can do it. Mine is on dual boot, so this is Kali, but I also have Windows. But if you find a Kali one, that's better. If you want to use Kali on Windows, you can use a virtual machine. You can go to the Oracle. I don't remember it because it's been long since I've used it. But you can use a virtual machine. Just type virtual machine. Kali, but I also have Windows. We can even still do that here. What am I saying? So I just do VM, that's virtual machineware, and run it. The VM will open up virtual machine. You can use the virtual machine to install like Linux in it, any kind of Linux you want. But mostly I'll advise you to use the Kali Linux distro. Like this one, this for example, it ain't a virtual machine, but it's a Linux distro called Kali. This is like the actual operating system. What I've done is just to boot my computer. So I both have Windows and I also have this Kali Linux. Anyway, you can use Linux to do all sorts of hacking. Linux comes packed with a lot, and I'm saying a lot of tools that you can use. And also it has been given, they've been classified into different sections like the information gathering, vulnerability analysis, web application analysis, database assessment. Probably here you'll find like SQL map and SQLite browser. Password attacks, you can use like John the Ripper. Is it called John? Yeah, John the Ripper, and any other here. You can do some wireless attacks on like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and stuff. You can also try to do reverse engineering. Like the MSF framework is a very good framework. It's very good. I don't know where it comes from, but I think the Kali people made it. It's a very good framework. Also, on that, what are your thoughts? Should I on the next update of Gripper, should I like make it into a framework or not? I'm thinking of making it into a framework, or should I just leave it like that? You can answer that in the comment section. Anyway, let's go through these. Also, Kali here. Kali is a very good. It's a very good distro for hacking. That is. Also, What you'll need also is a browser like this one. This is called Firefox browser, as you know. There's Chrome browser, there's Brave browser, any kind of browser that you want. And browser, you should use it with extensions. On this one, I've only added the Foxy Proxy extension. This one allows me to connect to BAP. And speaking of BAP, BAP is another one that you have to use. It's not a must to use, but probably you can use it. And Callisto comes with it. Um, the one it comes with is this one here, the Community Edition. If we just open it up, for those of you who know what it is, you can skip this section. For those who don't, there's a video that we created. Maybe if I just open it, if I open up my YouTube, let me just do youtube.com/Hackerone. Let's go and just run it. Did it run? Let me just run it. This is the community. Yes, this is the community edition. It doesn't differ that much from the professional edition. I don't think it differs that much. But there's some things that you can do on the professional one that you can't do on the community one. But if you have the community one, that's still a plus. So if you go here on this video section, so I have to close one of these BAP suits. So I think I'll close the community edition one because I think about it. Just close it because I can see here my CPU usage is getting rather high, and also I know you can't hear it, but my fan is very loud. It's becoming very loud. So anyway, this is the professional edition. There's things about the professional edition. One thing is fast. Another thing, they added an API for AI. I don't remember what AI is called. It will open up. So I don't remember what the AI is called. I don't remember. But this new version, it has AI in it. Also, professional version is always faster than the community edition. You can try, if it's possible, please buy this. It's rather high. It's rather high. Let's see. Website professional price. It's not bad, but don't buy it if you know that you're going to lose up with bug bounty. But if you know that you're going to, as you can see here, it's $475. If it's too much for you, don't buy it. But if it's something that you can afford, buy it. And if you are good in bug bounty and you know you'll probably get bugs in future, you can still buy it, because this one is just the price for a whole year, not for a month. Anyway, when you come here on the video section, there's somewhere I talked about Babsuit. I don't know if you guys are using the Destructor extension. Let's see. Where are you? Yeah, this one. The Indeed Live bug bounty hunting. This one, I talk about Babsuit on this video, or rather in this video. I talk about Babsuit mostly, so you can check it out. This is an extensive Babsuit tutorial. You can check it out. Like I was saying, Babsuit is $475 per year. You can buy it if you want. If you don't want to, if it's rather expensive for you, it's not a must for you, but you can still use the community edition and still get some bugs. So anyway, so we for now we have the skills of the basic skills, the networking skills, the programming skills. Another thing that we need is a Kali machine or Kali OS, or rather, oh, this is something that I forgot to tell you. If you still want to use Windows and still be able to hack, you can use something called WSL. It stands for Windows Subsystem for Linux, not the Women Super League. It's the Windows Subsystem for Linux. This one it hosts the it does use Ubuntu, and how can I say this? I don't know if it's written somewhere here. Let's see. The Windows subsystem for Linux will make you use a bash terminal on your Windows machine. Um, I think I'll show you. I don't know if I think I'll show you something. Even if you look at my live videos, on my live videos, I go back here. If you look at my live on these ones, this is something that I used. Like for example, on this one, I used the virtual machine. I don't know which other one here I was using. Both or mostly the WSL on Windows. You can check these videos out. Yeah, so you either need WSL or you need a Linux machine, or if you have like a Mac is even way better. You can use it. You can just use it directly because I think the Mac terminal uses Bash also, so you can use it. I haven't used a Mac, so that's why I don't have like much to share about it. Anyway, so another thing that we need if you have a browser, use extensions like Foxyproxy. Foxyproxy, like I've said, will help you connect to BAP. So for example, if I connect it to BAP, and if I do like what should I look for? Let's say like example.com and run it. I don't why is it refusing? It's refusing. Is it refusing? Let's try again. Let's remove it. Then let's take it back and reload this. Since that refused, we won't look into it. But in all my videos, I do use BAP. Instead of BAP also, you can use Kaido. I don't know if I have it. Kaido is also an alternative for BAP. I think I hate it. I think it's in my other machine. But you can use Kaido. Kaido also has a community edition and a professional edition. You can use it. I haven't used Kaido in a while. I haven't used it in a while. But it's also good. It's also good. So when you have all these knowledges or all this knowledge, um, if you need anything like any open source, you can use GitHub for that. GitHub people just to give us whatever you want. If I wanted something that scans for like it scans for what can we scan for? Let's say WordPress scanner. I can just search for it, and probability is we'll find it. Yeah, all these are WordPress scanners, and as you can see here, we can even go up to page 35. The best one is called WP Scanner. It's not even here. Oh, it's here. WP Scan. It's here. This is one of the best ones to scan for vulnerabilities in a WordPress website. What else? So yeah, if you want to scan for vulnerabilities, For WordPress, you can try to find these ones here. If you want, maybe let's say subdomain enumerator, subdomain, let's just write that. We can't find some things for subdomain like this one, a fast subdomain bloat tool for pen testers. This one was updated in 2022. Probably it won't work the same as like this one, because this one is like a latest one. This one has been updated like 12 hours ago. Grab your own sweet looking. Oh, this one I'm going to try it. So I'll just do this. If I want to like use this stuff here, what you can do is just download them directly from this one here. If you want to call yourself a hacker, just take this one here, Control Alt and G to open up my terminal. Then I just do like a git clone and then paste that in there. So when you do that, when you just click enter, it will download it automatically. But I'm not going to download it now, so I'll just leave it like that. We can close this since I'm not going to use it apparently. Yes, okay. So what else do we need? You must use, not a must, but if you are doing, what I'll suggest, let me start with that. What I'll suggest is mostly try to do manual testing. If maybe let's say you were searching for vulnerabilities on YouTube, go to YouTube, go through everything in here. That is by clicking, try the sign in, click and click. Maybe use like Babsuit maybe to see what is going where and that and that. Try to insert payloads through Babsuit. Don't rely mostly on automation, though there are some people who make a lot of money on automation, but don't rely mostly on automation. And you can write your own scripts. But mostly what I'll advise you is you'll find more vulnerabilities when you do what's it called, manual testing. Also, on a browser, if you just do Control Shift and I, you'll open up a developer tab here. It has already reloaded itself, I think. Or rather, if I reload this one here, this one I'm on the network tab. The network tab shows you everything that is being requested and what is being responded. For example, on this, obviously, the 200 scores mean that it's working. So in here, we can format it to get like, this one only gets the JS. I can just get the HTML only. I can remove the JS and just go to HTML only. Or I can go to all of them. Even I can just do the XHR only and see what we have here. So this one is a very good way to see what communicates with what or what is communicating. For example, we just knew that we opened up youtube.com but if we come here, let's see some Google video, whatever that is showing, we can see, what else can we see? Probably there's some that's like play of Google. This is probably for what's it called? The YouTube app, probably. That's what's being loaded there. Being called the YouTube app for the phones, I mean for Android. Who else can we find here? There should be some APIs in here probably. Anyway, that's the network tab. You can inspect it to see the HTML code, how it was written, everything being called in. There's some scripts in here being called in. Or rather, I think even there's some scripts written in here. Let's see if this will open up. Yeah, there's some scripts being written in here, but probably they're calling other scripts into this HTML, and everything, like the images, the links, everything is written in HTML. So that's why I'm saying that please try to understand HTML and JavaScript because that's the script being put in here, and CSS for beautifying this system or this web page. So if we go to the tab and I just like CSS, don't know why it's not loading, but it should load here. Maybe if I reload it again, which I'm going to do right now. So that is what you need to know. Remember to know, or rather to go through HTML, JavaScript, CSS. Those three are the main ones for creating a website. So understand them, and then you will probably come to know how what speaks to what. Now expanding the knowledge, knowing like the APIs and stuff. Read through the networking stuff, the IP addresses and whatnot. Now, if you have all those knowledges, or rather all that knowledge, the next thing to do is go to like try hack me. There is try hack. There is try hack me. There is Portswigger, the people who make websites. This one is try hack me. These two are the ones that I can mostly recommend. If you go to this, you can learn how to hack. You can learn, as you can see here, experience our free interactive cybersecurity learning. You can learn how to hack. Portswigger, mostly you can learn all the I don't think it has all of them, but most of the vulnerabilities you can learn through Portswigger. What else can we do? After learning all that, now you want to start searching for vulnerabilities. So to do that, you have to search for the programs that have vulnerabilities. Don't just go hacking any site that you want. That's not ethical, and you'll probably get caught, and you'll probably end up in jail and die. Anyway, after that moment of silence, we need to find platforms that we can find programs to hack on. And for the platforms, they include like Hackerone. This one is, they say they are the number one because, which kinda might be true, because they host very, very big programs. They have like, they even have Twitter or X, if you may. They host very, very big programs. Another one which is rather big is called BugCloud. So BugCloud, you can also find, they're also calling themselves number one. I can say they also have big programs, but HackerOne is still like better. But don't hold it against me. Anyway, another one that you can hack on, maybe integrity. This one is also a very good one. Another one again, there's Yes We Hack. Yes We Hack. This is also a very, very good one. Another one, which one again should I tell you? There's this one called Open Bug Bounty. If you're a beginner, I can suggest this one because they have, though I might say they don't pay that much, because programs in this one are like mostly for like universities and stuff. But they're good. They're still good. For example, here, this one's one for Russia. There's Drupal here. You can check education, IT. I don't even know where that is, but the planning AI. You can check them. You can go through them. All these are, you have been given permission to hack this, but also for the permissions that you've been given, there's always, let me try to open like one of them. There's always what is it? Or rather, I'll tell you when I'm opening the other one. So all these HackerOne, BugCloud, Integrity, Yes We Hack, the planning, not the planning, Open Bug Bounty, There are even more. There are even more. So you can go and check those ones. If I want to open a program and start hacking on it, you should check a scope, see what's in scope, see which kind of vulnerabilities are in scope. If there's something they've told you that it's not in scope, please do not hack it, because when you hack it and they find out or you try to report it, um, there might be some repercussions. So please don't hack on it, just to be safe. Just to be safe. One thing that I can say that has helped me is the disclosures of hackers. So you can say like public disclosures. Probably if you go into like Hackerone or Backup or even the other ones, there's always a section for activity just showing um, what hackers have been up to, and also there are some public disclosures. Let me just read that. There's some public disclosures in the platforms. Let's see here. Uh, let me add maybe hacks of hacking. Okay. So like here they've said public disclosure, making information about discovered vulnerabilities publicly available. So if you go into the platforms like Hackerone and stuff, you can find disclosures of different programs. They have been given permission. Don't just disclose everything, or rather, don't make everything public, because some companies may take some action against you. So I don't think here we'll find any. But if I try to open, so if you log in into like Hackerone, there's always like an activity tab somewhere. If you click it, you'll find a lot of disclosures, a lot of programs which you can read through. They can give you an idea of how hackers do find vulnerabilities, which is a good thing. That's hackers helping hackers. That's a very good community. Anyway, if you still are unsure of what you want to hack, there's always something like this one. So it's called bbradar.io. We are having trouble finding that site. Why? Rather, let me just write bbradar. So here it is. If I try to open it, please find it. Then why did mine didn't find? Anyway, so bbradar.io. This one you'll find the latest bug bounty programs in it, and as you can see here, it auto refreshes every 7 minutes. I don't know if they're using an API to bring all this in here. They have been trying Web 2 mostly. Recently, I've found myself going into Web 3, trying to figure out the blockchain technology and smart contracts. But for a beginner, what I'll advise is for you to go to the Web 2 tab. And as you can see, Web 2 has like HackerOne. I don't know why this one is in here, because I don't think this one is Web 2, but whatever. The ones within VDP, those are the ones that they don't pay you. They don't pay you. You just hack them for like reputation and stuff. So if you do find like on this one, if you do find vulnerabilities, you'll be given reputation points which will help you get into private programs. Private programs are what you want to get into. The public programs, a lot of people are in public programs. For example, you can find like a lot of hackers on one program. So finding a vulnerability and being the first one to find it will be a bit harder. But if you get into like the private programs, it will be better. But remember, you can't get into the private programs if you don't have reputation points. So anyway, Here we are on Web 2. But if you are into Web 3, you just click here Web 3 and you'll be taken into the ones for Web 3. But what you want to check here is Web 2, and we'll go to like, for example, this one was updated on 26th. Here we are on at 2 p.m. This one was updated on 26th at 2 p.m. So if I just open it, I'll be taken into Hackerone and where that program is listed. Just let's see, let it open, let it open, let it open, let it open, let it open. So as it has opened here, we have an overview to what this organization is about. Then we have the rules that you must follow these rules. Don't do this one is in every program they do this one. You might find maybe some of these others are changed, but this one do not deny any service. If you find something that you might deny a service, report it, but do not deny any service, because that's very, very bad. That's very, very bad. We also have here exclusions, are things that you are not supposed to do. That's just self-explanatory, things that you're not supposed to do. Okay, then after that, just go to the scope. Go to the scope. The scope is where you find the domain or subdomain or wildcard, what you want to do, what you're supposed to do. That is, for example, all these are in scope. If it's written here in scope, you can hack on it. But if you find though none of these here are out of scope, so everything in here is in scope, you can hack on it. You can check the activity to see what the hackers have found. If there's a public disclosure, you can find it somewhere here. You can see here these ones, people are reporting and they're being resolved. I don't know if there's any bounty given here. 29 hackers have been thanked, maybe through bounties or reputation points, probably. It goes back up to 4 years ago, or maybe even back into the other years. The last one was 6 months ago, meaning these either hackers have left this one, or this system is very, very secure. That's what it means. So anyway, if you have all that, you'll probably start looking for vulnerabilities now. So now how to start looking for vulnerabilities? What you'll do is come in here. For example, and this is something that I found myself doing. I wrote Gripper. Gripper, like I've said, you just go to look for it in here. So I wrote Gripper, and Gripper, how to use it. For example, let's say you've gone into a platform, you want to start hacking on it. The first thing to do is probably do some recon. You can do manual recon by going into the site and trying to see everything, where it's going from like the home page to the sign up to the dashboard to everything. But if you want to like make your work a bit easier, what you can do is use a tool like Gripper. There are probably other tools out there, but I'll suggest Gripper because that's my tool. So if you do Gripper, let's say maybe I want to do like recon on example.com, so I'll just use the shoe. Let me add this Gripper the shoe example.com. So that won't work because I haven't given it a flag. So let's say I want to do like what should I do first? Subdomain enumeration. Let's say we've found a wildcard example.com. So I'll just use -s Dash S comes from this here, sub enumeration. You can use dash S or dash dash list sub enum. So with that, as you can see here, we found all these subdomains, but it doesn't necessarily mean that all these subdomains are live. And to confirm that, we can use the dash LV. So first, before even we do all that, let's say I'll create a directory. So I'll just make a directory, name it example. Then I'll move into that directory. So example. Then I'll clear. Then what I'll do here, I'll just do the same thing here, but I'm going to save it out with dash dash O. Let's say these are subs.txt. Just run it. So this is the first thing that you have to do when you're looking into what's it called? When you're looking into a wildcard, try to find the subdomains, as many subdomains as possible. Gripper does look for subdomains, as you can see here. If I ls, now I do have the subs.txt. We can check if these subdomains are live by using let me add it again, by using a dash l. Then we just do subs txt. Then I'll do dash lv for live subs. Then I'll save it out with dash o. Then just that is live subs.txt. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use .txt, but that's what I like using. Then we'll just put it enter. Then this one will probe and will check if these ones are live or not. Let me just continue and see. So all these green ones means they're live. All these green ones means they're live. So that is basically how you start hacking. So let's say you've hacked a website. Don't know why only 4 are live. My internet cut off, but let's say you've hacked and hacked and hacked and hacked and you found a vulnerability somewhere. When you're writing a report, what do you need to do? Just clear this. So when you're writing a report, make sure you know the kind of vulnerability you found. Don't write a report about a certain, maybe an XSS, and what you found is an SQLI. You might say that nobody can do that, but it does happen. It does happen, especially the vulnerabilities that are not mentioned on Portsfigure. People get confused about them. Let's say, for example, you have an XSS. The title, like the XSS, you found an XSS on a certain, maybe an XSS that does something, maybe it brings out the document location, or rather the, let's say, for example, even you can use XSS to do remote code execution. That's an RC. So make sure you write that title like that, an XSS that causes an RCE. In the report, I wanted to open up mousepad. So mousepad report. So let's say the title. Let's say the title. Let me add this. The title. Let's say XSS causing. Though not that you copy this exactly, but XSS causing remote code execution, maybe on the subdomain. Subdomain, maybe let's say test example form. So let's say that's the title. Then on the body here, the most important thing to do is make sure you write where the not just where, exactly where the vuln is found. This is, make sure that you write the URL you found the vulnerability in, maybe the different directories that you searched for, and maybe you found them. Make sure you write everything. After that, create a POC. Most probably, what you can do is you can create a video if it's possible to create a video showing how you got this vulnerability from start to finish. If there's an exploit, you can also give them that exploit. You can write it in a TXT file. It's not a must you write it in like a .py, because maybe sometimes uploading the .pys or .js or anything won't work. Or rather, you can zip it in a folder, the video for the POC and the exploit, whichever language you've wrote it in, and just send it to them. Also, something else you can do, you can write the measures on how to like curb the vulnerability, or measures on how to make sure the vulnerability is fixed, on how to curb with the vulnerability. Yeah, like that. Also, this is not a must, but if possible, and this has helped me included, that's helped me get some. If, for example, if you go to a certain bounty, if you add this, what I'm about to say, if you add it, it will probably help you get even a higher bounty. For example, if you give an example, maybe using different browsers of an attacker. This is a simulated attacker, and maybe how this attacker got into the user's account. If you do this, you might probably get a higher bounty than what was supposed to be given. So if it's possible to create also a POC of this, that will be good. And with that, you'll be able to get the first bounty to play. Also, one thing to note, bug bounty is not a very easy task, and don't lose hope. Try and try more. You'll get something if you keep on trying. Don't lose hope. And this is not something that you just do for like 10 minutes a day. Try to do at least an hour or two a day. If you to get into a program and just go through, you don't necessarily have to get to be looking for vulnerability every single time, but try to map out a website or a URL, try to map it out, try to figure out what works, what is sending what to what, things like this. And with that, you might get a vulnerability and send it and probably get bounty out of it. So with that, I'm going to stop this video from here, and please do subscribe, like, share, turn on the notifications for the next video, and thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Capish. Hey guys, welcome back to Algorithm. Like and subscribe, please. Just for the algorithm, for the YouTube algorithm, not the algorithm. Okay. Anyway, we want to continue on what we did last time. I was supposed to create an exploit today. So I've seen some comments of people saying that the Oppo doesn't really accept the cause misconfigs. But still, if we do find something that extracts like our data, I'm just going to create a simple exploit just because also on YouTube, if you create something that may destroy a system, the video will probably be taken down. Anyway, our target was community dot, if I can write that dot, oppo.com. Then we're just going to run it. As this is running, I will probably just open up Belfast. So here I already have my exit, or why is it not? I think I haven't put it into the proxy, so I'll do again back here and come back here and reload. So as it's loading, you should start seeing these ones. So it says auditing this one for credit card number leakage, auditing it for social security number leakage, IP address disclosures. Babsuit is going a long way, and I've seen the new update that's coming. They're going to introduce AI into Babsuit, which is actually a good thing for bug hunters. I've also been trying to do something that maybe if I know much about AI, I will introduce it into what I'm doing. I'm trying to do something with machine learning. So we'll see. That's something for the future. That's a future project. We're going to see. For today, let's see. Community.oppo.com has opened. So I'm just going to close it now for now. Come back here to Babsuit. Go to the proxy. If I can go to the proxy. Go here to the HTTP history. I don't want all this Google. And I'm not going to filter it out. You can see we're getting some things like configured.js from id.oppo. Let's see some assets, what. Mostly scripts and JSONs. So what I wanted to check was this one here. I just want to check if it's still vulnerable to like the cause that we were doing last time, or rather if the origin kind of reflects. So sometimes it does this. I don't know why sometimes it does this, but sometimes it does this. But let's see if we still add here an origin header. Origin, then let's say like evil.com. Yeah. So if I send this, we still get here a cow is still true. Access control allowed credentials is still true. Here it says that you can use all this, but I don't think so. And evil.com is replaced here. So what I want to do, so people are saying that Oppo doesn't really accept like cause misconfig stuff. So what I want to do, I want to try to log in. I did create an account. I want to try and log in. Then we'll try to create an exploit that will probably try to pull in from whatever you see, this is the home directory. We're going to try to pull like from the account or profile directory and see if it will work or not. So on that, I'll go back here to my browser. Then I'm going to log in. So I'll click this one, log in or register. Let it load. Let it load. So I guess my internet connection is a bit slow today again. Don't know why it does this to me when I want to do something very, very important. Okay, anyway, just load. So as you can see, we've been taken to id.oppo.com. I guess that's why on here, let's go to dashboard. Was it here? Here it says there's a cacheable response. Let's see. If this is the request, what's the response? We have a cache control here. Really? Okay, we'll come back to that later on. But as you can see, where's my proxy? Here, on the beginning, when we accessed community.oppo.com, we were taken to id.com, because we were given, that's where the configurations are. id.opera.com, sorry. That's where the configuration.js is. So we're probably being authenticated by ID, then we'll be taken back to what's it called, community. So I'm going to log in. So here I'm going to log in. So I'll just write 000000000. Then I'll put in my password. So I'll just do password, 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 password. Then I'll just do like I don't even remember if that's really my password, so it's incorrect. Again, let's try to do this. So it's checking the device security. Hopefully when I edit this, I'll remember to put like something on this number so that the password, the owner of this number doesn't get doxed or anything like that. So let it run. It's checking the device security. Then we are given here a captcha. So let's see what our captcha is. As that is loading, I can still go back here instead of just being bored. Let's see what else is in here. So remember, this does audit. It does audit from all traffic, but the audit doesn't really mean that it's actually vulnerable. And here also it accepts from everywhere. Huh. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so here we're told to select it in this order. So this will be the first one, and this will be the second one. Then this here. Then the verification is successful. But what's happening? Why isn't it going into my Opal? So I'm just going to sign in again, given another captcha. What the heck is this? So it ain't logging me in. I'm going to try to reload it. Oh yeah, it's checking again. Then you're told to do a verification code. Let's see, let's get the code. Let's get the code. Oh yeah, let's get the code. So here we've just logged in, and I'm going to go here to my profile so that I can get whatever this where the profile is hosted on. So it's hosted on user this and this. Well, I don't know what even this is. I think this is supposed to be my username or something. I have 0 followers, bros and ladies. Join open, follow me. Anyway. Let's see, I'm user this and this. We can try to see if we can get another user. If it does get, we probably have some idle issue. Let's see if we'll get that one or not. If only it worked. If only it worked. It works. If only it works. So apparently I can't get anyone with this one here. Let's see which one is it. We're getting, where are you, where are you, where are you? This one. Let us see. So there's a cookie, community ID, blah, blah, blah. There's a code here, a referral code from Singapore or something like that. Okay, we're coming back to that, I think. Let's just go first here. I can't see it here, so I'm just going to intercept it. Then I'll run it again. So this is what I wanted. Let's take this to the repeater and just turn the intercept off. Then if I send this, let's see what the response gives us. So the response for this one, not modified, blah, blah, blah. But point note, it ain't showing us, let's say here, instead of this, like instead of numbers, we just use something random. It should give us maybe like a 4-4 or something. But remember, this one ain't giving us a 4-4, meaning maybe maybe an item might be active. Let's just see first what that will give us. So this one should probably give us, oh, it didn't give us anything. So that idle dream must just been crashed. Too bad. But that one is which one here? This one here. Still with 1320. This is still rather good, rather big, even if it ain't finding anything. Still getting a 200 key. Blah 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 blah. Some stuff in here. Let's see. Let me do this. Control Shift I to just access this one. Some cookies are misusing the recommended same site attribute. Same site. Let's try that one. Let's try to poison this cookie and see if it will work. Control R. So which cookie was it? GA something. This one. I think it's this one. Here. So if I run it, let's see if it will respond here. Let's see if it will respond here. Why is my internet running so slow? Look at this here. Shit. So we have no caches, backend host. I know I'm getting sidetracked a bit, but look at this. The content length is still big. Even for finding nothing, the content length is still big. Maybe let me compare it with my user. With this one. It wasn't 65, mine is 66. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see, I'm seeing a lot of QR codes in here. Let's see if I can find my user. Or I can just, even if it's not showing, I'm just going to like, let me just go back. Or rather, wait. So in here, we see that we have the content length of 12,888. Yeah. So we will still go and look into our my current. Why am I thinking a lot? My current profile. We'll see if it's 12,881. I mean 12,811. So here there's a no cache. Let's see if we render it. It should give us the other one, which is just a pure blank, something blank. Let's see here on pretty. What did I want to search for? I wanted to search for the response headers. Where's the cookie? So the cookie ain't being reflected in here. You can try to look for it. So it's dash_ga underscore ga ain't reflecting. Let's try that b2 ck, nothing. Okay, what if we just remove it altogether? Sorry, this is in the repeat tab. So let's try to remove it. Maybe let me say this one here is name. Run it. Let's see if name will be reflected in here. Name. Oh, there's a lot of name. Let's try here. I know they don't have my name, so algorithm. Send it. Let's say algorithm. There are no matches. What if you remove all these here and just run it? So the cookie even ain't helping with anything. It ain't helping with anything. That's why I think it's saying so it's abusing. Because okay, no problem. Loading failed. It failed to connect this script. Resource URL. Content blocking. Okay, I think that's my fault. Loading the script. Okay, this page. Whatever that is. So let's see the body. Why am I getting sidetracked a lot? So we'll do this. We'll come back here. Control Z twice, or thrice, rather 4 times. Run it again. That will be taken back in here. This one is supposed to be 6. So 6. Then send it. So here, Nginx. I don't know why it's giving me a 3 or 4 when it should give me. Let me send it again. Go back to proxy. Let me see, where is it? Is it this one? So this one is 13.228. So the other one was 12.811. So there's something missing because mine is an original account while the other one is just a guessing account. So if I send this, it's supposed to give me a 200 okay as a response. I don't know why it's giving me a 304 and I'm not being redirected. Yeah, it is. Let's see if we can find what happened. So like I was saying, let's see if we can find a cookie here. Oh, I mean this cookie is in here. So we'll do like GA. It's supposed to be dash GA. So underscore GA. Still is a 0 match. Let's see community ID if it's reflecting. Community ID 0. So these cookies even ain't applying on anything. So we're just going to leave them like that. We can even take them out if we want. So our main issue was cause, looking for cause. Let's again write this origin. So we in here, I've checked on the homepage, the origin is being reflected on the response, but this is my profile. So I want to say this one also reflects. So I'll do like able.com, and send it. So let's see if able.com is being reflected somewhere here, and here it is. Here it is. So here it says it allows all methods. Let's see if it allows, if it really allows. Let's do options. So options and send it. So option still gives me a 200 okay. We're going to try those ones later. So the things that I've said I'm going to try later are is the cacheable response from id.oppo.com. I don't know if that will work. I'm not really even sure, since I didn't see a cache oracle anywhere, but I saw the cache maximum age. Another thing that I said that I'm going to look at it later on, what was it? I forgot that one. Then there's these ones here, these methods. Let's just go back to the get method. So here we see evil.com is still being, even if you use options, it's still being passed. On get, still being passed. Come on, respond. I'm sorry that I talk too much and the video ends up being like too long, but if you like it, please leave a like, subscribe and comment. I will always be replying to any comment written. Yeah, so I don't know why this ain't responding. Why it responded here. And the evil.com, here it is. Basically, any origin that you give it here, it will be reflected on access control allow origin. That's what we call a cow, something like that. We can also still, like I told you last time, we can also still look at Clipper. So if we do Python Gripper, not Gripper, I'm going to call it from the documents. Is it? Let me see if I did it. Gripper -h. Oh yeah, I didn't connect it again. Sorry about that. I'll connect it by next time when I'm recording. So I'll just do Python. Then I'll do this, Gripper, not Gripper. Why am I going too fast? Documents. Then it's in tools. Then on Gripper, then -h. I don't -h -u. The URL I want to do is https and then community .oppo.com. Yeah? Then slash whatever this one is. If I do Control C, come back. Where are you? Here. Don't need that. Control Shift V. So if I run this with -cos, let's see what it will give us. I don't know if it will need I don't know if it will work. Oh yeah, it works. So as you can see here, it shows that even if you use evil.community.oppo.com, which is not even a real subdomain, it will work. If you use any of them, even if you test it with itself, it will work. If you test it with localhost, it will work. Any of these can work. And the credentials are true. We have the methods here. Here it says dangerous methods allowed, because with delete, we can delete something. If we have an admin account, we can put something. That means we can add it. Yeah, so now let's try to create an exploit for this to see if it will work, if it really works or not. Yeah. Okay, to do that, I'm just going to close this. Then I'll just open up my VS Code. I just open up this and write in code. Now, I know I had said that I might write a video explaining how I wrote all this from the beginning to the end. But I saw the video was coming up to be even longer than I expected. So as you can see, I even wrote 2 of them. So I got like overly excited and I saw this, it wasn't working out for me. And for you to use this, you were supposed to come in here and choose like the URL. You write here the URL that you want to use. And then here, where is it? Here you choose the method that you want to use. So I thought that for my case, since I am a dev, doing it ain't that much hard. But now I was thinking that this is something that I want you guys to use. So that so I created this second one. So in this first one, let me just go back to this first one. When I open it up, I'm just using the file server extension on VS. When I open it up, as you can see, it's just a simple um, simple web, a simple website, I mean, or a simple web page. But I wanted to create something like this so that when it gets to you, you just insert here a URL, choose the method that you want. And as you can see here, I've already given you some instructions. This one is only required for post or put, because post and put are literally putting something inside a website. So if the code works and you are able to put something, the results will appear here. But on get and delete, you don't need to put in an exploit. I mean, you don't need to put in some data. You just leave it blank and then you test the exploit. So that's what I made. If you go back to VS, this is the code for the second one. I've even inserted here some comments which are very easy to understand. This is just a basic HTML code that you're looking at. Yeah, this is probably what we're going to use. This one, on this first one, if you use this first one, this is better if you have somebody that you're targeting, so that when you send it, it just applies it automatically. But since we are just testing, we're going to use this one here. Okay, so I'm just going to close it. This one. Then I want to host it since my what's it called? My VS server doesn't have like an origin. I want to host it on an origin, and the one I want to host it on is called app.netlify. I'm going to turn off my, or rather I'm going to close my VS for now because of this CPU usage. app.netlify.com stop. So let's see what this one is going to give us. See what this one gives us. So when it opens up, you can see here it's drag and drop and it's online. That's basically it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to open up my folder where I saved it on documents, then on code. Why did I open it on terminal? Let me just say open, or rather I'll cd into cause plates. Then I'll just open. Oh, let me go back. cd dot. So I'll just open open up this here. Then I'm going to close this terminal. Then I'm going to look for it. So here it is. Then I'll just pull it, or rather I won't pull it like that. I'll take the second one because this is the one I want. I'll just pull this, then drop it here. Then it will run, then put it online. But it only puts it online like for like an hour or so. Yeah, the site will be live for an hour. So if I open this link, and this is my password, this is just basically the password of every Netlify wrapped object. Just Control C it, come here, paste this password here, submit it. So basically what I want to do, and as you can see here, this is the warning that I've given you guys. Use these tools only on the systems you own. Please do not, or rather the systems that you have permission. So the system that you have permission is like the ones on Hackerone, the ones on Backcloud, or any other bug bounty bug bounty program hosting service. So we want to test this here. I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to put it here. So basically what is about to happen is something like this. So if I go here to target, I'm into proxy. Let's go to HTTP proxy. Which one is it? On this one here. So community.oppo.com user. Let's see if I go back here. Let's look for a user. Where is the user? Oh, so here it is. So what is happening? Here I have this opened up. When here I put it here and use a get method, which is basically this here, just put it to the repeater tab, which is basically this here. When I test the exploit, what it does, it will come in here and put here the origin, and the origin, since here we are using this here, this is what will be gotten, and then it will be placed here. So I don't want it to use it first. So this is what it will happen. It will place this origin here, so that when I send this request, it will come to this access control allow origin. Here it is. Then when it opens up it will try to pull the data from this page. We'll try to see if it will pull either like this one, or maybe if I had some comments, maybe something on comments and stuff. If it does happen to pull all these things here, even from my profile, when it does to pull, when it's, sorry again, when it pulls my data from here, that means the cause will work. And if I report that one, since people are saying that cause, they didn't really accept cause, but if this one really works, it will be accepted. They will have to accept it, because with this I can do anything with it. I can pull data from anyone. Okay. So remember, this is just a very easy exploit. Just a very, very easy exploit. As you can see here, just a very, very easy. We have our target URL, the method we're choosing, which is here. Method we're choosing. You can add something to the body if you want to use post. So for post and where is it? For post and put, what is happening to that is that it will add this origin here, then come down here and add a JSON down here. That's basically what is going to happen. So first let's try a get method, and if we come here to the developer tab here, if we go to console, as you can see, nothing happened yet. But now let's try to test it. So we have this, our URL here from community.oppo.com and the get method. Then if I just click test exploit, you see here it sends it to this, then tries to pull data. Then a JSON has occurred. This is because a JSON error has occurred. This is because this means that the cause doesn't work. But if it worked, down here you could see maybe my username. You could see this one here. This P1 could appear down here. Okay. So let's try to see on the Bab suit if it worked. Let's go to the proxy tab. Go up. So this is the function that we are using. So if I do Control R, here it does say that nothing. It gets a 4.4 error, but where is it? As you can see here, the reference identified.com deployed my site, page not found, because we're trying to pull it from it wasn't that one. I can't see it here. But as you can see here, this one ran and then it tried to call this JSON. This JSON has my ID, it has my UID and other stuff. Also, that's still coming in. It has my ID, UID. There's a message here for this. It's confirming that 200 code 200 is done. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see this one. So since it hasn't worked, this means that cause is protected. Let's see what our console tells us. Did it really go? Let's test again. So here, this is the error here. We get a 4.4. Get a 4.4. There's a cookie here. This is not what I wanted it to find. Okay. Maybe let's try to reload it again. Then here, let's paste it. No. Let's do the not that one. As you can see here, I was copying and pasting a lot of things. Let's do, where is it? This one. Let's put it here again. Get method, test, error card. Let's see the console. Why it's showing me what I want. Let's try to use let's try to use a delete one. So here we have the Oppo. Get a 4.5. But this probably means that the cause ain't working because something is blocking us from getting what we want. Where? So okay, this one, for this one, I don't think it will work. Let's see. Page not found. Okay. Before we go to do anything else, let's try to see if we can update our UID. So I'll do this, then UID, then this, then let's say just like 23. If I test it again, this one was delete. Let's try put, then test this. Why ain't it working? Is it because of my internet or something? It was working just like a few minutes ago. Again, this is the problem with developing. When you develop something, it works. But when you try to do like, see here we get an invalid JSON. But let's see if it has gone. So we'll go here to inspector. Let's see, Control F, then UID. No matches. The problem with developing is that when you are developing something, it works very, very well. But when you try to show people, nothing works. So again, I'll go to app.netlify.com drop. Let's try the other one, the first one. I think that one will be better. Let's try the first one. So I'll just come here, this cosploit one, and I'll just pull and drop it, hit upload. I think my network is the one we're having problem. My network is the one having problems. So this one has gotten in. So if I open it, shit, I forgot something. Like I said, this cosploit one, it needs you to insert the URL in it. So I'll just open it with a mousepad. Then again, I'll come back up here, copy this, Then I'll come here on the target. Just make sure you copy it everywhere. Paste it here. Which other one? Come down here, paste it here. Then save it. Okay, it's saved. But again, now we don't need this one because you can't. There's no way you can update it. Sorry. So app.netlify.com. Sorry, it's supposed to be here with the flash drop. Here we'll come back to cosplate. Copy this cosplate one, paste it here, or rather drag and drop it. Then it will load. Open it up, sorry. Password is my dash drop dash site. Let me just copy and paste it. This here, it's it. Submit it, let it open. So this one will work automatically when somebody just opens up and put in the password. It's supposed to have worked. So Control Shift I. We go to our console. Yeah. Again, it's saying that there's an error. What is happening? Let me see the network. Let me reload it. There's something that is saboting us here. I guess this is why the exploits don't work. Community.opal went through. As you can see here, the origin is this one, which is this up here. No cache, the current length is 12.811. Let's see. Here it's showing that it was fetched and it's 200, okay. I'm even confused. Does this mean it works or it doesn't work? Let's see. Let me try to reload it. Because here on the network tab, it shows that it's going through and it's going even into that. It's fetching. But we get here 502B. And now we've gotten a 304. Let me see it with the bug suit so that I can understand what's happening. And look here, it fetched. But we still got a 304, but it fetched. Because the origin is here. So let's see this one. Let's see this one here. So Control R to take me to the repeater tab. I'll send it again. Still get a 304. Let's try to send it over and over to see if it will work. Let me try to open it here. Copy this here, paste it, read requests. The Control Shift I. On. Okay, it does pull, but it pulls nothing. So the cause actually works, it pulls nothing. I'll try to report this and see what they'll say. They'll probably just brush it off and say it's they'll tell me that it's informational or something, like the way others have been saying that they don't really care about cause. But we'll see what happens. But it should have worked. It should have worked. That opens that. It will. It does open. Hmm. There's something I'm getting confused about. This is this here. It does pull this one here, and it says it's cached. The type it says it's HTML, and we even have the size, which is the normal size, but here it says 304, which means we are being redirected. Let me try to open this. Control C. Let me try to open it in an incognito window. So private. Come here, paste it. Let's see if it will work. The Control Shift I. If this will work. It has been blocked again. Okay, let's go to the network and reload it. See what will happen. Here we get that 304. Let's try to open it up. Did it open? Did it really open? I don't know why it ain't opening my profile. But yes, this one works. Because this is an incognito window, meaning that I haven't logged in on this browser. But apparently, it has opened. So this means the cause works. The cause actually works. Huh. Let me try to report it just like right now, right now. And we'll see. Because this is a private window. Or is it not a private window? Let me try and open it again. New private window, right? So we've been taken here. This is a private window. Just to confirm. Oh, I can even try it on what's it called? I can even try it on Chromium to see if it works or not. So Control Shift, not Control Shift. Let me try to open Chrome and see if it works or not. So this is the incognito tab from Chrome. So let's see if I paste it here and run it. Oh no. See. Let's see if it will open here. So my job site. Rather I can just paste it. Let's submit it. Okay. Okay. Then now since we've opened it here, I'll again do Control Shift I. So this one failed. Okay, let's go to the network tab. This one is rather different. The Control R, it will bring it to us. So there's a 200 here. Let's see, let's wait for it a bit to see if it will again. Let's try to open this one. Remember these were on Chrome, and Chrome I hadn't logged in. So it says follow. Don't think it works. Yeah, don't think it. I think for the private browser, because I've logged into the original browser here, so that's why that's why it's just getting into it. So like you must confirm these things before you post them. So for that, let's close this one. Let's also close this one. This one also. Go back to this. Don't know why this one did. Rather, let's try to remove this user. Let's try to get it. Then test it again. I'll check this one. I don't know why it's telling me that the JSON data is incorrect. Don't know why. Shift I. Let's reload this. The get a 4.4. I think this is why getting a 4.4. I'll check this one before I post it on my GitHub. I will have refined it. Okay. Let's try. I don't know. I think we're going to stop it from there. I think we're going to stop it from. But it has been a very good journey just to learn about the cause. My friend and I tried to create that exploit. It was working, but let me now tell you what happened. When we tried to use this second one, close this one. When we tried to use this one here, what happened? Do Control Shift I. What happened on here console? It told us that I can even look for that image. Let me just show you what it showed us. This is what it showed us. This is what it showed us when we were trying to look at it. What it showed us that the cross-origin request has been blocked by the same origin policy. I don't know if I can hear. That disallows the remote resource at file assets something here. Also, upon checking it out further, we realized that community.id, when you want to access this one, you must go through the id.oppo. So I'll go to id.oppo.com. So when you try to access these three cores, it will take you back to id.oppo. I think that's why they're saying that cause is not a valid bug on Oppo. Because this id.oppo, it has that same origin policy. It has that same origin policy that removes the cause. So Control Shift R, not R. So you can try even this one. So Control Shift C, come here. So there's no cause vulnerability on ID, and since Oppo is just, and I mean the community one is just for the community, it doesn't have like your secrets or your number or something, but the ID one has them. So the ID one, it has the cause, it's defended against the cause. So even if I try to get this, see here we get a network error. Let's try again. Get a network error. If we try to look at it, you can see here the cross origin request has been blocked. So this is why the cause won't work. This is why cause header and cause vulnerability won't work, because all your secrets are in ID. But if you try to access the secrets from community, you're taken back to ID, and ID has been defended against cause. So that makes this cause vulnerability invalid. Okay, that's the reason why. Okay, so it has been a great journey. I'm going to try to make this exploit even better. I'm going to try to make it better. So that's all that I have wanted to show you from last week. Now, and yeah, see you in the next video. I don't know what I'm going to make. See you in the next video. Sorry that I couldn't show you the whole coding process because it took longer than expected. But yeah, I'll share it on my GitHub. Also, check me out on github.com/algorithmpwd. There are great things coming. There's a new version of Gripper that I'm working on. It will be very fast, very efficient. I'll try to see if I can use AI in it. I'm trying to figure out what I'll try and see. There are other projects that I'm working on. I told you that this year I wanted to work on like 100 projects, and I'm still going on with it. There's something that I think you guys will like that I'm working on also. You'll see it when I'm done with it. Okay. So that's algorithm for today, and see you in the next video.